Welcome to this week's Bible story. And we are moving on in the Old Testament. We've done a lot of Genesis and a lot of Exodus, and now we are in the book of Joshua, and we're going to read about the Battle of Jericho. If you follow along in your own Bible, it's Joshua chapter 6, verses 1 through 20, and we are reading from the Spark Story Bible from Sparkhouse Publishing. So, the Battle of Jericho. The Israelites had finally gotten to the land God promised. They stood outside the tall walls of the city called Jericho. God told Joshua it was time for them to take over the city. So Joshua told the Israelites about God's plan. "Here's what we will do," said Joshua. And Joshua then counted off 7 priests from each group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You will each play a shofar. Keep blowing all the time, even if your lips get tired. Next, Joshua looked at the soldiers in the group. Grab your weapons and walk in front of the priests. The rest of you walk behind the priests. Everyone needs to walk quietly. Any questions? Okay. Let's go. So a shofar is a kind of horn. The horns were loud. The people of Jericho could hear them through the thick stone walls of the city. What was happening? The Israelites kept walking. Left, right, left went their marching feet around the city. The Israelites wondered how God's plan was going to work as they looked at the thick city walls. The Israelites did this for 6 whole days. The people of Jericho watched every day. They had never seen anything like it. Should they be afraid or should they laugh? On the 7th day, the Israelites got up at sunrise and walked around the city 7 times. After the 7th time, Joshua told the people to shout right after the priest blew the horns one last time. God's plan was for the walls to fall flat, and the Israelites shouted. The Israelites shouted so loud the ground began to shake. The thick stone walls began to shake too, and soon they started to crumble. Huge stones crashed to the ground. The wall came tumbling down. The Israelites got what God promised. So this week, talk about some of God's promises that we've read with the Israelites and their freedom from slavery and their journey through the wilderness, the parting of the Red Sea, and now the walls of Jericho. And think about what God has promised you and how you get to live those out every day.